Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt at this week's BBO weekly free instant tournament. The instant tournaments, the weekly free, same boards all week from Friday to Thursday. Wherever you are in the world, and obviously I think they start at something like 6 a.m. GMT on a Friday. It's something like that. And you can play them anywhere in the world. 8 boards, match points, and you have the best hand, which means nobody can have more high card points than you. They can have the same, but not more. So we've got 13 high card points here. Partners open 1 heart, but we know they can't have more than 13 high card points. We should have enough for game, but obviously we're worried about spade stops for no trumps. We'll have to wait and see what partner wants to say. They're not going to be able to reverse into spades. They may well rebid 1 no trump if they had room, but we're going to have to bid 2 diamonds to say we're forcing to game. They bid 2 hearts, which just says 5 hearts. I think I can bid 3 clubs now, which should get us to the right contract. If they got 6 hearts, they should bid hearts again. And if they got spade stop, they should bid spades. So they shouldn't raise clubs. 3 clubs. 3 hearts. So now they definitely should have 6 hearts. And we can go to 4 hearts. This looks like it's the right contract, probably the same as everybody else. And but that the north hand is the concealed hand. This hand, the south hand here, is the dummy that the opponents can see. And I think they'll see that the risk is that we're going to lose a heart or 2, a diamond, and 1 or 2 spades. So this is a game perhaps we'd have been better staying out of. But for the moment, we're aiming to take 2 finesses in hearts. And we need to hope really that the ace of spades is with West and the ace of diamonds. Well, the ace of diamonds, if the ace of spades is with West, it doesn't matter. But if the ace of spades is with East, we want the ace of diamonds to be with East as well as one of the king. Anyway, we'll take a heart finesse. Oh well. Right. So this Queen of Hearts popping up. It could be a singleton, or it could be King, Queen, doubleton. Robot really shouldn't pop up with it otherwise. If it's a singleton, then there are 4 hearts here. The king and 2 others. Obviously, the worry is a spade lead coming from West. And if they've got King, Queen, doubleton of hearts, then that could be trouble. I think I'm going to try and just lose 1 trick in each of these 3 suits. I'm going to lead a diamond now, which prompts the ace from there. Now comes the club. What I'm going to try and do is play this hand for King, Queen, doubleton of hearts, and allow for the possibility of the ace of spades being over there. So I'm going to hope that this round of diamonds stands up. It did. And that if this hand roughs the next diamond, it'll have to be with the Queen of Trumps. We haven't ruffed it, so this hand's going to have to follow. So I'm throwing a spade away, and I'm going to lead another one and get rid of my other losing spade in the hope that I just lose 2 trumps now. This hand started with 4 hearts to the Queen. I'm now leading the spade, and I can ruff, and now I can set about drawing trumps. This hand probably only had 2 clubs. Not there. Another spade. We can ruff, draw the last trump. So, and then we've got the 9 of hearts as a winner and the club winner. So we could claim the last 2 tricks. That's 82% to make 4 hearts there. So when the Queen popped up, it was either going to be a Queen singleton or Queen Jack doubleton. And the Ace of Spades is right, and the Ace of Diamonds is there. So you would probably have been all right on any line of play, but lots of people are in 3 no trumps. People going down in 4 hearts. Somebody made 3 no trumps plus 1. Yep, but by south. So yes, the Ace of Spades was right. Still, okay to start off with. I don't think 3 no trumps was by south is a very sensible contract. We would have made our 4 hearts even if the Ace of Spades had been wrong by the line that we played. Right, move on to board number 2, and 13 high card points again. Remembering partner can't have more than that, but this is a 1 spade opening bid. 3 spades from partner. So this is limit raise, 10 to 12 total points, 4 plus spades. Really, this is all, 3 queens, only 1 ace, no 10s, no decent, not really good intermediates. This is one where we should reject the invitation. Our trumps are bad as well. So probably now make 10 tricks and find that we get it. So partners pretty much a maximum, and they've got these missing 10s and so on, but we haven't made this contract yet. Here are the 2 diamond losers. And this hand may be roughing the next one. Well, they play a heart. Well, we're going to take lead spades from our hand. So we're going to win this. In our hand, the Queen of Diamonds is a winner. So now we've got a club loser and possibly a trump loser. So here we are with these 9 spades, missing the king, 10, and the 4 and the 3. So if they're 2-2, it doesn't matter because we've got 9, they've got 4. If their spades are 2-2, it doesn't matter what we do. If the king is in the west hand, we won't lose any tricks, and if the king is in the east hand, we'll lose 1 trick. So we don't need to worry about the 2-2 splits. If they're 3-1 and there's 3 to the king in this hand, if there's king 10x in this hand and king 10-4 and 3 in this hand, if we lead a low spade and finesse the jack and then come back to this hand, then this will have king 10 sat over our queen, and they will have a spade trick. So, but if we lead the queen of spades, if they play low, then we play low and the queen wins and we take another finesse and we don't lose a spade at all. If we lead the queen of spades, they cover with the king and they play the ace and this hand follows small. We can come back to this hand and take a finesse, but we won't be certain as to whether the 10 is here or not. So you have king 10x. And if this has king xx and this has the 10 singleton, and we lead a spade and finesse the low spade and finesse the jack, and the 10 falls, then we can come back to this hand and we can be sure to take the finesse by leading the queen. If this hand has a singleton 10, we lead the queen. Yeah, so this hand plays low, low, queen falls. Now we can finesse the jack and we're fine. If they cover with the king and the 10 falls, everything's good. So all in all, if this hand has king 10 to 3, we lead the 5 and finesse the jack. The king will win, but then the ace and the queen will pick up the rest. But if we lead the queen and run it, the king will win, but then the ace and the jack. So all in all, the queen will give us an extra chance of king jack picking up king 10x here. So I'm going to lead the queen of spades. Play the king, ace, 3. So now we have this awkward decision. Are we coming back to this hand? We're coming back to this hand and we're going to lead the 9. And see what appears. There we go. So, question is, did this hand have king doubleton and this hand have 10 doubleton? Or did this hand have king 10 4 and this hand have the 3 singleton? Marginally, the doubleton here is slightly more likely that the 10 is in this hand, because this hand is followed with the 4. But I'm going to try and so my contract is safe now. I'm going to lose at most a spade and a club. And whether I make an over trick or not pretty much hinges on how I play the spades. So I'm going to try for a top and I'm going to get a bottom. All right. I'm going to lose the club now. Right. And now I'm going to make the rest of the tricks. %7.1%, yeah, because everybody else is making 170 by playing 620. Lots of people making 620, even though you don't want to be in this game. You need lots of things to be right. So, because having led the queen of spades, I think lots of people wouldn't have done so, which enabled me to pick up that extra chance. I thought I'd play for it to try and make a lot more tricks. Because the people, if there was king 10x here and people in 4 spades led the spade to the jack, they would have gone down and I would have made 3 spades plus 1. So that was and attempt a good score. Whereas if actually the spades were 2-2, pick them up, I would still be losing to all the people playing in 4 spades. So it was a sensible match point play to attempt to get a good score. So having decided not to bid game. Here we are, we've got 7 spades and 11 points. So nobody can have more than 11 points. It's pretty difficult, even if 2 other people have 11 points, the other ones are going to have 7. So the points are pretty evenly distributed, but we've got the spades. So this means we should open the bidding. And given that we know that the points are pretty evenly distributed, if we didn't, there would be a good case for opening 3 spades to shut up the opponents. But there's a good chance the opponents will shut up anyway because nobody has opening points, but obviously they may have a long diamond suit. So let's try 1 spade. 2 spades from partner. 3 plus spades, 6 to 10 total points, which you know about. This is the takeout double, 12 plus total points. We know they don't have more than 11 high card points. And this hand bids 4 hearts. 4 plus hearts, 10 plus total points. So, are we beating 4 hearts? They've got plenty of hearts. Somebody's short in spades because we've got at least 10 spades between us. Doubleton heart is not great. Could they be making 4 hearts and us not be making 4 spades? So bidding 4 spades will be right if we're making 4 spades or they're making 4 hearts. And very right if we're both making. And that is entirely possible. If one of them has 3 spades and one of them's void and the hearts are 5-4 and partner's got 2 hearts, then so at imps there would be no problem. We would be bidding 4 spades because that would minimize our loss. I think we have to bid 4 spades because partner, yeah, these 2 can each have 11 points and good distribution. So this doesn't look good. Gosh, so partner does only have 8 points. So one of them has 10 and one of them has 11. Don't think they've underled the ace of hearts, so we'll play the 4. 10. Don't want to switch to clubs really. There we go. We don't have any entries to dummy to take a spade finesse. I'm going to duck a club in the hope that there's just a doubleton club somewhere. Don't think this is singleton. Now I need there to be a singleton ace of spades, which once again after this double seems unlikely, but I can't get to dummy to lead the queen of spades. I'm going to read the king of diamonds now, just to unblock it. And they let me win it. Oh, well, that was nice of them. They obviously thought I wanted to get an entry to dummy. Well, right, what am I going to do now? Well, they're giving me this entry to dummy. I can't do anything about that. I'm going to get to dummy now. And I'm going to lead the 7 of diamonds. in the hope that that will do something. No, looks like I've got two more losers, which I can't do anything about. It was a Doubleton club, but now, of course, they can play this club safely. Eight of spades, might as well try the eight of hearts. Right, and restless diamond. 82% for minus 300. Getting out for opening three spades and being one off is good, but lots of people are three off in four spades. Everybody's bid four spades. So was four hearts really making? We can take the heart finesse. The diamonds not very good. Well, the ace captures that. They can play on. They can set up clubs. It's a bit dubious. Anyway, we get onto board four. We get three passes round to us, and we're getting lots of these kind of low point count hands. 14 high card points. Partners passed. We're probably not getting game, but we do have three spades. So this is a hand, and the robot opens this one club. Obviously, it's one no trump in ACOL. And they bid hearts twice. Partners bid a spade, but it was a free bid. They could have passed with nothing. I do promise five spades. They would have doubled with four. So do we want to risk? I think I'm going to risk two no trumps here, but perhaps I'm not, because I think it shows 18-19. It's not a jump, but it still shows 18-19 high card points and a stop in hearts. What I can do here is double, showing three spades, and let partner do something. So this is a support double, which the robots play, where you show three card support. And the robots just bid two spades, which means they've just got five spades of 6 to 10 points. But now, if I play it from my hand, I've got a double stop in hearts. Now, what does two no trumps mean? Two no trumps is still 16 to 22 total points. So I think I've got to pass here. We'll just play in two spades unless the opponents compete to three hearts, which they don't. So this is going to be fairly standard. Heart lead. Well, that's going to give me a discard. So I opened a club. West did the overcalling and East supported. So West, I got my 14 points here. Partners got their 8, 22. So could be 10 and 8, could be 12 and 6. Anyway, whether or not they've led away from the king, which is unlikely, we're going to lay low. This is the hand that they can't see, remember. It's being played by the north hand. This is the dummy. So we'll drop the jack of hearts here. Doesn't persuade them to change. It's likely, most likely, that the ace of diamonds is wrong, and we've got two diamond losers. I think they're going to follow to 3 rounds of hearts. So I'm going to cash the queen and throw a diamond away before taking this spade finesse, probably. We've got 9 spades, so they've got 4, and the ace is most likely here. Now they probably are going to switch to a diamond. They haven't discarded one. And nobody's gone. It's very generous of them. So that's good. No diamond losers. Well, I'm now going to lead a spade. It may well be that West won't follow. Right. So this East had 3 to the Queen, so we're going to lose 2 spade tricks. Play the King of Spades now. Could just take the club finesse straight away. But I'm just going to give the opponents a chance to go wrong by leading the 8 of Spades. They're probably going to exit with diamonds, but no, they exit with clubs. 6 of clubs. Would they have done that away from the Queen? I don't think so. But there probably is. 9 there. Is the 6 from 6, 4, 3? Doesn't matter. This hand started with 1 spade. Queen of clubs is not coming down. So there we go. We can claim the last 3 tricks with the last 3 trumps, making 10 tricks. That's worth 92.9%. So I think the robots were very generous to us there. It does seem that in these tournaments, the really good scores come from when you persuade the robots to do something foolish, like not go up with the ace of diamonds when they can see a singleton in dummy. Yeah, I mean, if they had gone up with the ace of diamonds, I could have thrown a club from dummy on the king of diamonds and I wouldn't have needed the club finesse. But they would have got 1 more trick. So it's got us up to 2nd place after our ill-fated attempt on board 2. Moving on to board 5. So again, we've got these 6, 5, 12 high card points. We do have 3 reasonable spades. Otherwise, we might think about passing the hand out. But we'll bid 1 heart here in the hope that they can't get outbid us in spades. Partner bids a spade. So now in the robot system, we can bid 1 no trump, which shows that we've got 12 to 14 high card points. They bid 2 spades, which says they've got 5 plus spades, 6 to 11 points. So we're not going to gain. I don't think they should have retreated from no trump just because of their shape. But they obviously don't have hearts either. So we will pass and play in 2 spades. Lots of part scores today. Double 3 diamonds. Double from me is penalties type thing. Three spades would be 3 spades, 14 high card points, 15 total points. What tricks are we taking against diamonds? Partner has 6 spades, then 3 spades is the right contract. Partner doesn't, then we might well beat 3 diamonds because we might have 2 spade tricks to take. To go with a club and a heart. Partner really shouldn't retreat from no trump with a balanced hand. I'm going to bid 3 spades simply because declaring is going to be easier and we hope partner's got 6 spades. Partner does have 6 spades, so I think this is the right contract. The club lead seems favourable. was West who doubled. So West didn't have enough to double one heart. So West is going to have round about 10, 11 high card points. We've got our 12, Dummy's got 7. It may be that West has hearts actually and has maybe 13 points and couldn't bid. That seems quite likely actually. East had to bid diamonds. So we'll play low. Thought they might not pop the ace. Right. Hearts are almost certainly over us. So we may as well try a finesse for the king of spades. We've got 6 spades, so there might be a singleton king here. No, there isn't. So now we know we're going to have 6 spade tricks, 1 club trick. Spades are 3-1. So we might have wanted to ruff a diamond in this hand, but more important to stop them getting there's a spade trick. So now we are in this hand. Hearts are almost certainly sat over us. I think I'm going to try and put this hand on lead by leading the 10 of hearts. If I led a lower heart, they might be prepared to take a risk that East could win. I'm going to lead the 10 of hearts. Right, so now they're on lead. I led a diamond. Well, I shouldn't normally underlead an ace. And if ace queen is sat here, there's nothing we can do. But we play low. It's the queen. So now the king of diamonds will be a trick. But we are going to lose. A club trick. 2 club tricks rather, or 1 off. Right, so we'll just play a trump. Right, then just going to throw things away. So we may as well play. There are 2 legitimate chances now. There's a singleton now. There's just a singleton ace of clubs here, or there's a singleton jack of clubs here. So a 1 off, that's still 64%. So presumably 3 diamonds was coming in, was it? No, nobody gives it a chance. Everybody has bid 3 spades, which is the right thing to do. So getting out for 1 off was enough to get us into first place, surprisingly. This time we've got 15 high card points. Not a very nice 15, although the 10 and 9 of hearts are good, but not too much substance. But this is a one no trump opening hand in the robot system, 3 no trumps. So the big danger in spades, because the robot had 4 spades, they would have tried Stayman. So we may have lose the first 5 spade tricks here. No, the robot doesn't have 4 of them, but it does have a good lot of them. Some nice entries. The 7 of hearts has been led, which may lead to an extra heart trick. So we're going to make 2 hearts at least. 3 spades is 5. The clubs, you may think we want to go to dummy and lead the queen. If the king is there, then they cover ace. And and the jack, and they've still got, will still have 8, 9, 10. So actually the way to play clubs is to play the ace and then low towards the queen. And that's the best chance of jack of hearts there. 7 of hearts led at 7, 8 queen is just possible. But it's more likely the robot leads from short suits, so it's more likely that the queen of hearts is in the east hand. But setting up clubs is the priority. 9, 2, 10, we'll cover that. There's the king. So we had 5 in dummy, 3 in our hand, that's 8. They've got one more, which is the one between the 7 and the 10 that's left. 4 of hearts is led. Well, I don't think they've led 7 from queen 7, so we may as well play the 9. And that wins. So we know that finesse is right. We know the 3 clubs are good. The ace of diamonds is good. And we think pretty sure the heart finesse is right now. So let's just do this. We should make the rest of the tricks now. I'm going to cash this ace of clubs just to get it out of the way. I'm going to leave the 6 of clubs. That was the ace of diamonds, obviously. There's the last club of their clubs. I'm now going to throw 2 diamonds away here. You can't be 100% certain. The robot wouldn't let me claim the contract on the heart finesse because the robot might have ducked holding the queen and be fooling me. The BBO robots are not good enough to do that, but nevertheless, it wouldn't actually concede. Cashing these spades. Oh, actually, this hand now throws a heart, so the queen's going to pop up. And it's throwing a heart because they have to keep a diamond, I think. There's the queen, king, and 10 of hearts. So that this is another good score. There should be a few others doing the same. Yeah. +2. The spade lead would have made it more, might have made it more awkward because there would have been fewer entries to dummy and we'd have been trying to take 2 heart finesses, etc. Well, we're certainly getting low point count hands this time, 7, 4, 11. A 12-point hand, once again, partner can't have more than 12, so we're probably not in game. So, no, sorry, this is a 1 heart opening. Yeah. And spade from partner, so this is a 1 no trump rebid, the standard thing, 12 to 14 high card points. 2 no trump from partner, 11 to 12 high card points with 4 spades. What are we going to do? We have only 12 points. So we've got 23 to 24 points, 5 card suit. Our intermediates here are good. But we've got these 2, well, Jack 8 of spades is okay, but this, we may well get a club lead and find that we've got a weakness in clubs. Partner, would they have bid 2 no trumps with 3 hearts? They might have done, but I'm more likely to have 2. I think we're just going to pass and try and make more tricks than everybody else. And I need the 4 of diamonds. So it's hearts they're weak in. There's 4 of diamonds. Make sure that we get 4 diamond tricks. We've got 2 club tricks, is 6. And we've got then need to look for more in hearts and spades. And spades are the suit on which I'm going to play. Because when you play in low level no trump contracts, what you want to do is play on suits where you don't give away tricks to the defense. So, although I'm going to have to win this trick, I'm not going to have to win this trick in my hand, because I'd rather play a spade towards the jack eight rather than have to play away from the jack eight. I can play the three of diamonds, though, the four of diamonds from a 5-card suit. So this hand has 5 diamonds. So let's just win that there and need the 5 of spades for now. 6. Are we going to try the finesse now? I don't think so. I think we'll go up with the jack and see what they lead. They'll probably lead another diamond because that's dead passive and gives nothing away. Am I going to attack clubs or hearts? I think I'm going to see what I can do with hearts now. Nothing pops up. Why the jack? It's all a guess. And that forces the ace. So the king is a winner. And now they switch to spades. And I've got a choice. I can play low. Can they do me any damage if they win with the 9? I've still got enough entries to dummy to set up that. They switch back to hearts. I think so. So I'm going to have a go at this. I do win the 9. And I cash the king. I can throw a heart away. The last spade is set up. They now play the 4 of clubs. Right. So we know this hand has at least the queen of hearts. They may have the 10 of hearts as well. We're just looking at the squeeze possibilities. Yes, we've got enough entries. So I'm going to win the king of clubs. This is probably, I'm just going to make my 8 tricks. I'm going to go over to the queen of diamonds. Cash the queen of spades, throwing a heart away. And now when I play this diamond, west will follow, but if east throws a club away, as expected. Now I can cash the 10 of hearts has appeared here. So east has queen of hearts. So they've still got the queen of hearts. They can't have 2 clubs. So let's see what happens when we leave the club. Well, we have to go up with the ace. Drop the jack, and there's still a club, big club here. So 120 is 60%. Keeps us in first place. Anybody? So some people did make 2 no trumps plus 1. Sure. Once again, it's probably getting the robots to be kind. East bids a diamond. We've got 17 points this time. Well, that makes a change. And we got a diamond stop. And we got 5 spades. So we have a choice. We can overcall 1 spade. We're not strong enough to double and then bid spades. The spades are not good enough. Or we can bid 1 no trump, like the singleton. And my belief is that if you've got 15 to 17 points and a stop in opponent's suit, you should overcall 1 no trump. Partner is still there with Stayman and transfers. two diamonds, double is 18 total points of stopping diamonds. Doesn't say anything extra, leaves it up to partner to do something, and we don't want partner bidding hearts. So alternatives are pass and collect some 50s if we get them down, or to bid two spades. The partner is short in diamonds. They seem to have, I mean, East may only have 3, but West has at least 4 for this, and we have 4. So partner can't have 2, and West really should have 5. So the odds are partner's got a singleton diamond and therefore has some spades. So 2 spades is likely to make. So I'm going to bid 2 spades here. The passes, right. And they lead the jack of spades. Partner's got 4 of them and a singleton diamond. Right, so we're going to lose 1 heart. And they've led that. So we can't trump too much. But we have 9 spades, they have 4. And to keep the big spade in dummy, I'm going to try and rough as much as I can. I don't expect I'll be allowed to get away with it, but I'm going to start by playing ace of diamonds, 8 here, 6 here. Are they going to signal that the diamonds are 4-4? 3. Well, I'm throwing the 3 of clubs away. Looks like the diamonds are 4-4. They are. And we got that rough. Am I going to leave the club or a heart to try and establish this? I think I'm going to leave the club to establish the rough, club rough in dummy. Probably getting another spade now. It's the 9. I need to win this in my hand in order to rough a club. You know, I relied on the spades being 2-2, otherwise I would have set up a winner for them, but that would have been in exchange for the club rough. If I'd won in dummy and the spades had been 3-1, I had to then play a heart, and they would have drawn dummy's last trump anyway. Here we are, cashing those winners, and now I can rough and claim my 2 more trump tricks for 170 and another reasonable score of 64%. So we'll see the results in a moment, and that's enough just for first place with 66 in total, 66.96. So just enough. But there was that one there where, having decided to play in 3 spades rather than 4 spades, I played for the people who are in 4 spades to be going down rather than settling for making 10 tricks in 3 spades. I went for slightly off percentage line to try and get a good match point score, knowing that I was getting a pretty bad score anyway. If I look at the other tables on there, I got 7%. I would have got 28% if I'd gone up, played with the percentages and gone up with the high card and dropped the 10. So I lost 21%, but I was already getting a bad score compared to all the people who bid 4 spades. And so those people would have made 4 spades playing that way. They get it. But if I was right, and by taking that slight anti-percentage play, they would all have gone down. They would all have been minus 100, and I would have been plus 140, and all these people would have been they would have I would have been 170, and these people would have been 140. So I lost 21% by doing that, but I stood to gain. I would have been up in the 80s, as opposed to being 28. So I stood to gain 50%. So although I took the 48% chance rather than the 52% chance, I would have gained 50% and I lost 21%. So the odds were 2-1 in my favor. The scores would have been scored 2-1. It was paying out at 2-1, but the odds were pretty much evens. So if you go to the bookies that way, most of you're going to come out on the top in the long run, but not on an individual hand. So that was the one bad score. You now can just see this last one. Somebody bid 4 spades. That's way against the odds. So, and the person obviously didn't beat us by going. If you went with the odds all the way through, then you'd be winning this event. Anyway, I hope there was some useful lessons there. Please do subscribe to the channel. That's what makes the biggest difference. It's the biggest help to me. And do like the video and come back next week for another episode of Over My Shoulder. I'll see you then.